after you understand how to unlock that key to getting what it is you want, now apply that method into an action plan. Action Plan was the name of my first book. Okay, so what you want to do is understand how to accelerate now and have more impact and income in the world, creating your own business within a business if you want, or your own business, scaling it on social media.
Are speaking at Door to Door Con. Give us a little flavor of like, why are you excited about that event? Like, why are you like, damn, like door to door people, like why, like freak, you're gonna fly in from Europe and change our world and community. When you first heard about this event, what got you excited, and what, maybe give us a little taste of what you're gonna be speaking on maybe.
I love it. When I first, knew I was going to speak at D2D, I was beyond excited. It's an event which is world renowned. The best of the best entrepreneurs have been to it. It's some, people like Ed Milet, and I can't remember who else said it was their favorite stage they've ever, audience they've ever spoken to. There are so many people who adore speaking on these stages because there is such an incredible energy in the audience. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to actually learn and be there and be a part of it and speak with people who are there, coming all that way, they're traveling too maybe, and understand people's values and where they want to go, and help them connect to their purpose, help them connect their business and their purpose, help them to have more influence and impact in the world, build their social media up, scale it, how to understand aligning all the parts of your mindset, because 80% of it is in the mindset, 20% is in the action. So I want to show people how they can have more influence and impact, but using their mindset to get going. That's like the ammunition, that's like the accelerator, the authority accelerator to begin. That might even be the name of my talk. And then after that, after you understand how to unlock that key to getting what it is you want, now apply that method into an action plan. Action Plan was the name of my first book. Okay, so what you want to do is understand how to accelerate now and have more impact and income in the world, creating your own business within a business if you want, or your own business, scaling it on social media, hitting more people, and becoming a thought leader, an influencer in your field. So when people say, who's the best car salesman? Well, we know who that is. Who's the best roofing guy? We know who that is. Who's the best guy in construction? We know who that is. You want to know those people, like the interior designers. I know when I go to LA that I'm going to hit up A, B, or C, because I know who they are. They've done this house, they've done that house, they've done Leonardo's, Kardashians, whatever. So I understand which designer I would go to. You want to have that. You want to be the authority in your field, because let me show you one thing which is freaking nuts. If you go onto your Instagram DMs right now and you go into, there's primary, general, then the third box is requests. Hit your requests, okay? Have a look at this. It will blow your mind right now, anyone who's doing it at home. If you hit requests, it comes up in an order of descending order, and it's systematically listed, which means it is listed by the person's following. So it says Natasha Graziano, and then next to it, it'll have a blue tick if I've got a blue tick. And then underneath me, it will say 7 million followers. Underneath me will be the next person who's messaged you, who has the next biggest following next to me. So they might have 5 million followers. Then it goes right down to 300K, 20K, 10K. Now, if you're in the small box at the bottom, your messages aren't even showing up in the people's inboxes where they should be. I'm at everyone's top of their inbox, unless someone's coming in there with like a 20 million following or whatever. So I want to be hitting it right at the top every single time. Every door that I've ever knocked on has been digital. Every single door. I knocked on 50 doors a day. That's over 18,000 doors a year. 18,000 doors a year I knocked on. And do you know what I did? I digitally knocked. I sent them a DM, and you know what? They answered. Why did they answer to me? Because there was a blue tick next to my name and the word and the letter M, which means, millions of followers. When you have your name and you knock on someone's door and say, hey, what's up? I want to collaborate with you. The answer is always, fuck yes. And that's where you want to be. You want to be in the hell yes section. You want to be where they do not even debate it. When I got my show off the ground, I didn't even have a podcast. I created a show on my Instagram, and the very first guest I ever had was this awesome guy called Dave Meltzer, who I'm speaking with next week at another conference. And the point is, in this, all those people say yes. So then I had Tom Billy on the show. Great, he's also at the event, at Door to Door with you. I'm so excited. I had some incredible speakers on there. There's so many people that are your event that I had on there, Jim Quick, Jesse, all these guys, they've all been on my show. And then either some of them I ended up masterminding with later or became friends with. But anyone can do it. You don't have to be a star. Anyone can do this. Just understand how to get a bigger following, how to have more authority in your field. And I'll tell you what people look for. It's just 3 things I'm about to tell you. I'm gonna write these down. But when you do that, that's how it starts. And I didn't know that these guys would say yes, but they're gonna say yes because of that. This show, 150 episodes later on my Instagram, 1 year later, turned into a top-rated podcast. And I'm still humbled by it. I'm like, how is my show already top-rated? It's been out for like a matter of months. Because my people who I've gone there are phenomenal, and that's drawing it in. I'm leveraging what I have and they're leveraging what they have. Do you understand? It's leverage. So here's my final thing for you, which you're gonna learn. 3 things people look for. Are you ready? 1, what value are you offering? So what value are you offering through your business, like I just spoke about? How are you helping people solve problems? But they want to see what value you're offering on that post on Instagram. They want to see what you are serving to the world. That could be in your website, in your promotions, everywhere. What value are you offering? Number 2, where have they seen you? So when I land on your page, because Instagram's new business card, I literally land on your page and I'm like, let me see who they're alongside. Whoa, they're alongside this guy, that guy, this guy, that. When I first came to Sam, I was like, whoa, he works with everyone. This guy's a fucking genius. I have to work with him. I was like, yes, it was a winner because I could see, sorry, that's part 3. Who have you been alongside? So that made me trust you. And then where have I seen you? What publications? So what publications are you in? Where do they trust you? So 1, what value are you offering? 2, where have they seen you? That's the publications. Like, where do they trust you? If I've been in this one, that one, people are going to trust me more. If you're not seen in publications, people don't always know that it's a reputable company. Think about it when you're booking an Airbnb. When you book something online, you go with the one that's got big reviews, right? Makes you feel better. And so it's the same with the press. If you've been all over the press, people are just going to trust you more. And then 3, who have they seen you alongside? Who are you associated with? So when you see that someone is associated with someone else that you already trust, it makes you want to follow them, makes you want to buy from them. And every single time someone presses follow, they become a sticky follower and they follow you. But if they come to your page, it's quite frankly like a dating app. If they come to your page and you do not have a lit following, you do not have something going on that is offering them huge value, some numbers to back it up to say, yeah, they're really legit, people will not follow you. They'll do this, like a dating app, swipe. And they'll swipe to the next page because your competitor has more followers than you. So they trust it that little bit more. So it's the bandwagon effect. They want to see when your page, you've got loads of followers, and then they'll follow you.
And a lot of people don't recognize how important that is when it comes to recruiting, when it comes to, really credibility with the homeowner, when you're in there selling, when you're coming to leadership, when you're coming from a place of authority, if you come in and say, hey, you guys, you should all do this, just based on your influence, naturally we're gonna be like, oh yeah, she's probably right because she has so much. She's written a book, she's been this, she's done this, she knows these people. And it makes the process of selling way easier, or the process of getting people to do what you want them to do way easier. Like you said earlier, like I was DMing these people showing up in a place of influence versus the low scraps. And they were like, yeah, I'll open my doors to a person like you. And I think a lot of people underestimate that power, and it takes time. So like, a lot of people, they're like, oh, I missed the bandwagon. Oh, it's a has-been. I wish I would have started this 5 years ago. But I think that we need to change that reframe and being like, no, you can start now. Like you can start being somebody of influence today. You know what I mean? It's just, and it takes time, right? So it's not like, boom, everyone loves your video that you just put out, and maybe one goes viral, maybe you catches on. But I guess what advice would you give somebody that maybe is feeling a little discouraged? They're a year in, they still only get 100 people to watch their videos, and they're just like, I'm doing it. What advice would you give that person?
So if you are, you're like, you just feel like that struggle every day, you feel stuck with it, you feel like unmotivated with it. For you, what I'm going to tell you is come to the conference and you're going to come learn from these geniuses I'm going to be speaking alongside. And hey, I may even throw in a few really great tangible tips for you, which are going to change your life. Things which I have not revealed before, things which you can take away. I may even give you a free gift, which is exclusive to the D2D conference. But let me give you something right now. When you're stuck in that place, when you feel like I just don't know what to do, or you missed the bandwagon, either way, let me tell you, if you have perseverance with it and you just change your angle and you look at it from the audience perspective, you look at it from your viewer's perspective, right? You sell the result, not the product. You sell the result. So what is it you're selling? But look at that as the viewer, and can they see the result on your page? Can they visually see what they are buying when they follow you? The importance of that, people have no idea around. And is there a call to action on it? The funny thing is, if you feel like you're getting no traction with it, it's because you are not utilizing your audience. The biggest thing people fail at is the first hurdle. Is it a two-way conversation? Have you made it a two-way dialogue versus a one-way dialogue? Most people just post. They don't realize you can do all your market research from your Instagram. I did my entire market research for my book. 99.8% said this particular title of my book, Be It Till You Become It. They all wanted the title of Be It Till You Become It versus anything else. It was amazing. And I had to go through that, but I used my audience to leverage and understand where I wanted to go with the publisher, etc. So you can do that same thing, but you've got to make it a two-way dialogue. So you can ask them, hey guys, in your story, check this out. I'm gonna throw one amazing tip away for you right here. Hey guys, I'm thinking of creating this new product. What do you think about it? And then underneath that, you put a yes or a no poll. And then you can change the wording from yes or no to love that, I would buy it, or not really interested. And then if you get a massive list within 24 hours on that story, and I can show you how to do that. If you get a massive list on that yes button, you're gonna know that product's wanted by your audience. Now you know you're gonna go sell. And hey, let me tell you one further thing. That whole list who said yes, I want that service, guess what? You can go send them a DM and sell to them tomorrow. So you've got a whole new client base just from one little Instagram post. I'm gonna show you how to do 6 figures from your DM. I'm gonna show you how to do 6 figures from your Instagram story. But I wanna show you how to have more purpose and impact in the world and use your influence for the greater good too.
Love that. I love that.